Barbara Westfield was known around the quiet Florida suburb of Pine Grove as a woman who demanded excellence. Or at least, that's how she described herself. To the rest of the town, she was simply entitled. She drove a spotless white Range Rover, posted Facebook reviews as if she were a Michelin critic, and proudly bragged that she'd gotten more than 40 people fired just for bad customer service. Barbara considered herself a civic watchdog, someone who upheld standards in an age of slipping manners. Her purse always carried a monogram notepad where she jotted down employee names, badge numbers, and infractions. And if she wasn't reporting to a manager, she was calling someone else: code enforcement, the health department, even 911 once when a teen cashier forgot to bag her eggs separately. Barbara's social media was a parade of complaints: blurry selfies in front of closed restrooms, shaky footage of rude employees, and the occasional teary-eyed monologue about how she was deeply disrespected. She wore drama like a badge of honor, so when a new organic fusion bistro opened downtown, the Grove Plate, it was only a matter of time before she made it her stage. It was Sunday brunch, and the Grove Plate was packed with minimalist decor, avocado-themed dishes, and a wait list stretching 45 minutes. It had quickly become Pine Grove's most talked-about spot. Barbara didn't believe in wait lists. She believed in professional courtesy. She strolled in wearing a bright yellow blouse with monstera leaves and large hoop earrings. "I have a preferred seat," she announced to the hostess, a college-aged woman named Mia. "Corner table, under the ficus." "I'm sorry, ma'am," Mia replied with practiced politeness. "We're on a 40-minute wait." Barbara narrowed her eyes. "Do you know who I am?" "No, ma'am," Mia said, still smiling. Barbara took out her phone. "Well, I'm about to make sure everyone else does." She filmed a short video. "So here I am at the Grove Plate, where I'm being denied service despite being a community leader and health advocate. This is unacceptable." She ended the clip with a dramatic sigh and posted it under the caption, "Another case of customer discrimination. Pine Grove deserves better." When Barbara was finally seated, after insisting she was allergic to whatever scent the hostess was wearing, she ordered a soy latte and the Golden Garden bowl, then proceeded to critique every detail around her. The server, a tall young man named Jordan, brought her food with a friendly smile. "Here you go, 1 Golden Garden bowl." Barbara leaned back and gasped. "Is that a cilantro leaf I see?" Jordan blinked. Yeah, the dish is garnished with fresh cilantro." "Cilantro is poisonous to me," she declared. "I wrote it in the special instructions. Are you trying to kill me?" Jordan apologized profusely, offering to replace the dish. Barbara stood up. "This is criminal negligence. I'm calling the police." Several heads turned. "Ma'am, I can comp your meal," the manager said, rushing over. "No, this is attempted poisoning. I want this documented. I want charges pressed." And with that, she dialed 911. The 911 dispatcher remained calm, though Barbara's report was anything but. "This establishment deliberately tried to serve me an allergen. This is an assault on my well-being." "Ma'am, is anyone injured?" "No, but it could have killed me. I need police presence, now." Within 10 minutes, a cruiser pulled up, lights flashing, not because they believed Barbara's claims, but because it was a slow Sunday and they needed to verify the call. Officer Luis Martinez stepped out and approached with measured professionalism. His body cam was rolling. "Ma'am, can you explain what happened?" Barbara, eyes sparkling with righteous fury, went off. "This man," she pointed at Jordan, "tried to poison me. I am a known allergy sufferer, and I clearly stated my dietary needs." Officer Martinez raised a brow. "Do you have any medical documentation?" "I don't need to show you that. What I need is justice." He turned to the manager. "Can I see the receipt or ticket? Any allergy notes?" The manager handed over the printed order. "No notes. No allergy mention." Barbara fumed. "He must have erased it." Officer Martinez stayed calm. "Ma'am, at this time there's no crime here. Would you like to file a formal report?" Barbara suddenly realized this wasn't going her way. "Oh, I'll do better than that," she snapped. "I'll have your badge. I'll have this whole place shut down." And she pulled out her phone again. Things took a turn when she tried to walk away mid-interview. Officer Martinez asked her to stay put until the report was completed. "I'm not under arrest, and I'm not staying here. You can't hold me," she said defiantly. "That's correct, ma'am, but you did make a false 911 call. I need to collect a few more details." "False? Are you calling me a liar?" "You called emergency services for a non-emergency. That's a potential misuse of public resources," Barbara snorted. "You know what? I want your supervisor. Get me someone who understands public accountability." Unfortunately for her, Sergeant Dana Price arrived and recognized Barbara immediately. "Miss Westfield," Sergeant Price said, with a tired smile. "We've had a few reports about you before." Barbara's confidence wavered. "Excuse me?" I reviewed 3 complaints last month. One about a dog barking, one about a cashier not making eye contact, and another about your neighbor's bird feeder being too colorful. That bird feeder was causing migraines. Regardless, Price said, we're going to need to document this properly. Please stay while we take your statement. Barbara refused. You can't make me, I'm leaving. When she tried to walk away again, Officer Martinez gently placed a hand on her shoulder. Ma'am, for safety, I'm going to ask you to sit down. If you continue to interfere, you just touched me. That's assault. Body cam footage captured the exact moment her expression shifted from righteous to panicked, as handcuffs were produced. This'll go in the history book, she spat as they read her rights. Barbara was not formally arrested but detained for questioning and later cited for misuse of 911 services and disorderly conduct. Her video, including the infamous quote caught on the body cam, hit the internet within 48 hours. The clip titled "Karen Tries to Get Waiter Arrested Over Cilantro, Gets Cuffed Instead" racked up 2.7 million views in 3 days. The comments were brutal. She really said attempted murder over a garnish? This'll go in the history book as peak entitlement. Someone revoke her Yelp privileges. Barbara tried to post her side on social media, claiming she was a victim of harassment, but her accounts were flooded with cilantro emojis, gifs of people rolling their eyes, and memes quoting her now infamous line. Even worse for her, Yelp temporarily suspended her account for patterned harassment behavior. The incident triggered an unexpected domino effect. Local businesses began posting signs. We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone, especially if they film themselves over cilantro. Barbara's HOA launched a review of her conduct, citing public nuisance concerns. The mayor's office, once the recipient of dozens of her complaint letters, stopped responding entirely. But it wasn't all losses. In an ironic twist, the server Jordan became a local celebrity. He got job offers from 3 different restaurants and launched a small food blog titled "Cooking with Cilantro." As for Barbara, she laid low for a few weeks. But soon, she was spotted again, this time at a smoothie bar, arguing that the ice in her drink was too sharp. Some people never learn. A new legend in Pine Grove. Barbara Westfield's meltdown became a permanent part of Pine Grove folklore. Every now and then, someone would whisper, "You remember that lady who tried to get a restaurant shut down over cilantro?" And someone else would reply, "Yeah, she said it would go in the history book." And it did. Not for the reason she imagined, but because entitlement, when caught on camera, writes its own legacy.